I've taken a little break, and while I did that, I had a delivery from Amazon, a very small delivery. There's just only 2 items, or 1 brush set and 1 more thing, which is for these pencils. So let's look at these colors, and like I said before, from what I have here, purely comparing to other Luminance pencils that I already have, the other oranges that I do have is a apricot. So I'm just going to swatch it down below here. Then I have a terracotta. And I have natural russet. I think I also had a russet. Yeah, just a russet. Let's also do that. Okay, so here are my sort of oranges. Then in terms of my reds, I have a couple here. A true red, which is a scarlet, and I have a crimson alizarin hue, and anthraquinone carmine, which is more of a pinky red really, but let's swatch it anyway. So here is scarlet. Then we have crimson alizarin hue and anthraquinone crimson, was it? No, carmine. Yes, it kind of does go down as a red, but more of a blue toned red, I suppose. So these are my reds. Let's put this white pencil aside. Then in terms of this purplish red, what I could compare it to truly is just this color, like a plum color, deep plum color, and that is crimson aubergine. This color, let's see, I have a few types of colors which I could group, so this is definitely too much. So I could swatch these colors without this one actually. So these 3, they group nicely. So let's see, we've got burnt sienna 10%. That's the scratchiest one I think I have. Yep. It's kind of unpredictable, this one. Then I have hibiscus pink. So hibiscus pink is warmer than ultramarine pink. And then violet pink I think is even warmer. Yeah. It's more of a nude type of a color. Okay, so those are these. Then light aubergine, which I said to you is sort of like a taupey color really. So for that I probably would go into these sorts of colors. So you can see I have not that many left now, but these are the colors I would kind of group them into. So let's start with burnt sienna 50%, or shall we start with the lightest? Now let's start with burnt sienna 50%. So fairly comparable, but this is just a more beige tone. This is more of a grey tone, so cool and warm. And then let's watch violet grey. So that's more of a true sort of grey, but it's a very beautiful color. And then sepia 10%. Is it? Yeah, sepia 10%. So you'd imagine it would sit nicely with the sepias, but kind of in between the two. Maybe actually it does better with the sepia. Alright, with this sepia it's kind of like brownish, so I don't have that much left to compare it with in my stash. So maybe I could do these 3 colors. So I'm going to do sepia again, just for fun. So sepia 10%, then we have dark flesh 40%, that's going to be a bit warm. But, you know, within the browns, because this is a brown. And then I have Carmine Lake, which is quite dark, and it's a dark brown. So you could see that all of these are browns, and sepia is a brown, but it's quite a specific brown. It sort of stays in the middle, really. It's like a greyish brown. Okay, I hope you found this somewhat useful, just seeing these colors next to each other. And before I go, I'm just going to show you those 2 Amazon items. Okay, let me get this beautiful packaging off. So this is a pencil case, colored pencil case, and it has 120 slots. Now, I have to credit Natasha Newton for this, because she has showed it last time, and I have to say, I took a bit of time to consider whether I should get it or not, because first of all, the color is beautiful. This is like my favorite color, as you know. This is the logo, the logo of my brand is in this color, and so turquoise all the way. Love it. But at the moment I have a situation with my colored pencils where, for instance, I've got my Luminance, which I keep them here and I don't want to have them anywhere else. It works really well for me and I just move them around the desk. But I also have some open stock polychromos, and I also have a little jar of Holbein and Derwent Lightfast, and I think this is what I'm planning to organize. I have bought a 75 set of the Lightfast, and on top of that I have been buying a few pencils to add to the, I think the total line is 100 pencils, and I wanted to add a few of those colors. And I'm doing also a similar thing with the Holbeins, where I got a few Holbein colors, and Holbein pencils are really beautiful, and I really enjoy using them in my face illustrations, because the way they burnish, the way they kind of become almost waxy when you really layer them. I love that look for the lips, and so I might add a few other colors. I have a 50 pastel set from Holbein, and so yeah, basically that's what I'm, you know, thinking. Just adding these brighter colors in between my my Lightfast, and keep the pastel set separately, obviously. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. I will detach this handle straight away, because that's already irritating me. Not into that sort of a thing. And it has 3 compartments in here. So there's this one which also has wider compartments for like erasers and all that sort of thing. If you ask me, I'd rather have, you know, a perfect line, because I like that structured and repetitiveness of things. But you do have that flexibility. So here we go. The others are all like that, and you can have them beautifully arranged. And when I saw Natasha do that, it was really useful, because you could see all those colors laid out one next to the other. And I mean, the set that I bought of 75 colors, like I said, I now have the extra colors and I can't really put them in that tin. So it would be good to just squeeze them in between where they belong, those colors in the line. And then also, you know, add a few of the Holbeins as well, because I don't have that many. There will be just additional colors. So I think that kind of would work really well, to have everything in one place and be able to find those pencils quicker. Also, I think I would keep this somewhere near my desk rather than in a drawer, and that means I would also have a quicker access, because at the minute I realized I'm using more of the Luminance pencils because they're out of, like, on my reach. I can easily grab them on my desk rather than, you know, thinking of going into the drawer and getting the tin of the pencils out, opening them, and it's quite big. So yeah, I think this might make me use the Light Fast more often, because the colors are beautiful. It's just to get to them is a bit of an issue. So that hopefully will help me to organize things. Okay, the other thing I got are these brushes, and this purchase was inspired by Frugal Lindsay, or Frugal Crafter. Hi Lindsay, if you're watching. And in one of her recent videos, she said that she went and purchased these kind of like Chinese calligraphy brushes that were on a good deal. And I always wanted to have some calligraphy brushes. However, the problem was I purchased one. I'm trying to think where it is now. I can't see it anywhere too close to me to show you. It ended up being such a bad quality that I was put off buying it from Amazon. But these looked quite nice. I like the design of them. I like that they're quite sleek and light. And it looks like they're made out of bamboo. So you can see it here quite well. So this is a bamboo. There we go. And they're very light. They look quite nice and pleasant. And I like the fact that they were quite thin, because I don't work with, you know, big brushes generally, and they had a very pointy point. So I'm hoping that the bristles are decent for me to use them. They all kind of seem to be different. I'm not an expert when it comes to calligraphy brushes, so whether there is a difference in the bristle and what they do, I'm not entirely sure, but they feel nice. So I will try them out at one point and will let you know what I feel or think about them. I'll try to link them down below if I can find them on Amazon still, and you can check them out if you're interested. So I think that's it for today. Thanks for watching and see you soon.